Richard Carapaz taking a fourth career stage win at the Giro D'Italia, the race he won 6 years ago. He hasn't had a win since the Tour de France last summer. When he wins big. One attack, Matt Stevens, one attack.
Yeah, one singular attack. Just kept quiet all day, bided his time, used other teams ultimately, although his teams helped a little bit in the finale, used other teams, and then, as you say, one emphatic attack. Opened up a gap immediately, nobody could follow. There's lots of, they swung over to the other side of the road, they were looking at it, thought there was the element of surprise as well, took the inside line, carried a lot of pace out of that corner and was never seen again. I thought he'd gone a bit long, I thought he'd gone so deep that there was no way he could continue that effort. There was a big chase behind, but that was a brilliant, brilliant win. It was a swashbuckling, old-school win from a rider who is a thoroughbred, pure bike racer. Brilliant, brilliant win, and as Rob was saying on the comms there, important for his team. But yeah, he's now a proper contender, because that was brilliant.
Swashbuckling, we don't hear that enough. That's exactly what that ride was, and I think for many others that would have been too long. It would have been too early. But Richard Carapaz is such a classy rider, bringing himself back into this GC mix that he was never too far out of anyway, Robbie, but sitting up to celebrate, so not sprinting for those extra seconds he would have gained.
I'm still just blown away, because I've been trying to think of another superlative. When Matt said swashbuckling, I went, oh, he's done. So, but it just encapsulates it perfectly. It was such a bold move by the team too. They took the front of the race as they came onto the foot of that climb. Oh, that is bold, going to the front now, pushing the pace like they did. But his attack from over 4 kilometres to the top of that Category 2 climb for a start, that was a huge move. And UAE settled into a rhythm behind with Maker, but nonetheless, to go from that far out and pull it off, and here's the attack, as Matt said, through the inside, carrying speed. You can sort of push yourself into a corner to build speed as you bank it over, and he was just able to back it all the way to the line, but you saw the pain that he was in with around 2K to go over that last kicker.
Yeah, I'm really blown away by how they didn't react to it too much. You know, there was a reaction from Del Toro behind, and there was a question mark saying, what's happening in that team? We'll get to that. But they tried. That's the main thing. They did try to bring him back, and they couldn't get him back. Just the ferocity of that attack, I don't know if that's the right word or not.
It is.
But
yeah, it is.
It was just... For me, it was just that rawness that Carapaz has. And we've seen him do this before in other Grand Tours, where he's there or thereabouts on GC, but he's just enough down to get that leeway. But the most impressive thing, they tried to chase him. The pink jersey tried to chase him down, and they couldn't get to him. And when you look at it like that, it's like, this boy is going
It was the intelligence. When we saw that first shot again, he went in front of Micah, who'd already done a long turn on the front. So it was the ideal wheel. So Micah couldn't respond to that sort of acceleration. So tactically, strategic, as well as the power of it, it was just well thought out as well.
Yeah, brains and brawn. And sometimes you can win purely on just being the strongest. But Carapaz, I love the way he puts together his aggression, his timing, his tactical nous, along with everything else that he's got, just the pure guts of it.
He's so clever, isn't he? And when we look back to that Giro D'Italia that he did win, Adam, he wasn't being watched, was he? All eyes were elsewhere, and he was able to stealthily make his way to the top step of the podium. So he's not the kind of rider they're going to allow up the road in anyway, certainly not when he's some 2 minutes back on GC. As you say, simply a case they couldn't.
Yeah, they couldn't. And I think, you know, as you just mentioned, he's just that little bit further back at the minute. And for me, it's that perfect place where they'll let him get that gap. But it's Richard Carapaz. The one thing with him, he gets better through a Grand Tour. And if he starts getting those gaps in the bigger mountains, it's then how are they going to close them down? So if that's anything to go off how he's going to race for the rest of this Giro, then he is for sure going to be up there later on in this race. It's just, like you said, brains and brawns, putting them two together. When you combine the both, that's when you have the ultimate weapon in cycling, and he is definitely that at this Giro for sure. You
know what I think characterises him is he's always prepared to lose the race in order to win it. Like make a move, think, whoa, that's quite a long way to go. It's an audacious move. It could really blow up. But he does it time after time. He says, I don't care if I lose, I'm doing everything to win, and it might just work.
It does work a lot with him. That's the nice thing with it. He's not afraid to lose, but when it does go like that, it's like, how is this guy not up there more? Because he's so good when he's so good.
He does it on his own terms, though, doesn't he? JV's talked about it. He said he's actually
Jonathan
quite...
Waters, of course, the team boss, yeah.
He's actually quite a difficult guy to manage, but because when he is good, he's so good, he allows him that little bit of space within the team to be himself. And they get win after win. OK, spaced out a little bit, but they're generally spectacular. So he's a guy that they've learnt to trust to do things his own way. He's a bit unorthodox, but... There you go. That's his top
like going fishing instead of training sometimes, for example.
Yeah, but you know, he's won the Giro. He's former Olympic champion, and he is a joy of a bike rider to watch on his day. Usually, I'm on my feet cheering Richard Carapaz. Not today, because today I had Pello Bilbao as my pick, and he was in the break all day, and it was my chance finally to get maximum points. Anyway, it was an heroic ride all day long from Pello Bilbao.